parked up outside in the old school.
Welcome back to Mainstream Podcast. My name's MICA.
You got your boy JALEN, you feel me?
And we're here back with another video. Mainstream Podcast video. You know what I'm saying?
Another one. Episode 3.
Episode 3.
Where
Yup.
we talk about what it do.
What's the first thing we doing? What are we doing today?
I want to just recap on life since the last podcast.
Okay.
Obviously we had like Canelo going on.
Yep.
Canelo versus Jermell Charlo.
Yep.
That one was. What do you think about that?
Thought it was a good fight. I definitely think that Canelo, I feel like it was an easy fight for Canelo. It was more of like Charlo had nothing to lose, so you know it played out how it played out. Obviously Canelo's the GOAT, so.
And honestly, it was kind of boring, but I kind of saw it that way. Like,
Yeah.
I honestly didn't think there was gonna be a TKO. There was some like Canelo had some good hits, don't get me wrong, but I just seen it playing out like Canelo just getting his, and it not really being too crazy or nothing going on. But I mean, Canelo is supposed to be fighting like what, Cinco de Mayo
Yeah, he is.
next. I mean, who would you want to see him fight?
Um,
Honestly, he's getting like what's his record? 60-2, 62.
he's lost twice. He's
Yeah.
lost once to Mayweather and then once to Bivol,
Yeah.
and then had 2 draws. But I want him to fight Benavidez, from that young Mexican dude from
He's fighting
Phoenix.
at Arizona, right?
Yeah. He's from Arizona.
I
Yeah.
see that too. That'd be crazy.
Yeah, if he fights him, the one thing that I see that Canelo will have a problem with is that he's, first of all, younger, has more stamina, and has a longer reach. And he's not slow; he's fast. Benavidez is fast, so maybe Canelo will have a problem with that. But he's also like went up against people who are similar builds. But we'll see. We'll see what happens.
We'll see. As far as like the other boxing world, who do you think? You think Crawford's the best in the world, like all around?
Best in the world? No. No, I don't personally think he's a great boxer. He's definitely up there. Top 5 for me, for sure.
You think Tank's better?
Yes. Yeah.
That's kind of tough.
Tank is like super, like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, he's super technical. Like, he does things that most boxers like wouldn't even be thinking in a fight.
He's Mayweather, bro. Like,
yeah.
Like, if you're getting trained by Mayweather, has the game down. Like, he knows what he's doing.
Oh yeah, 100%. But you think? Where do you think? You think
that's why he's the best boxer in the last few decades?
Oh yeah, 100%. Do you think Terrence Crawford is?
I think
best in the world.
Shakur is tough.
Yeah.
He's tough.
Yeah.
I think Shakur, Crawford, and probably Tank, top 3.
All right.
Those are the top 3 in the box.
Canelo's not in there for you?
Canelo's, as of right now, no. If we're talking like career, if we're talking what they did in their career, then yeah. But right now, no. I don't think he can really bang in there with them right now. He did.
Man.
He did say he was like, nobody can beat this Canelo. Nobody.
I really believe that.
Based off that fight, I really don't think that he didn't show too much, like, honestly.
You think he was playing? Like, he was just kind of like, it's a fight. I know I'm going to win, so he's not going to.
He was throwing blows, like, honestly. He was trying to kind of knock him out. Like, he was throwing some, but it just wasn't prime time like that.
Like,
so
back then, prime.
I'm looking at that fight, and I'm like, I don't think he can bang with him like that. I mean, he's gonna get his, like, he's gonna be able to compete with anybody. But
That's fair. That's
in
fair.
my opinion.
That's fair. What do you think of? Did you see Floyd's 17-year-old kid after the main event? Kermel something.
Nah, I didn't. What happened?
So he's like this 17. He was an amateur fighter. He signed with Mayweather Promotions.
Mm-hmm.
He's 17 years old. Okay, this is his pro debut. Right? It was they didn't televise it, but he was right after the Canelo fight, and he went viral for a lot of sparring footage that went viral on like TikTok and stuff,
Mm.
and he killed his opponent in the first round with like a 10 punch combination. He's 17 years old.
This is like pro fighting.
He's pro. It was his pro debut that night, but they didn't televise it. But I thought it was really cool because like he's 17. First of all,
Yeah.
being 17 pro is kind of wild.
And if you have Mayweather behind you, like you're going to be in the top whatever box.
Oh yeah,
You're just gonna be there.
yeah. He even said it himself, like in the press conference. He was like, "This kid's gonna be a millionaire in about a year, 2 years,
Yeah.
or something like that."
It's crazy.
But yeah, no, it was a good fight overall. I like the whole card. The whole card was nice. Like I lost $100, but it was a good fight. I bet on Canelo KOing Charlo.
Yeah.
Winning by KO or
Winning
TKO.
by KO.
Yeah.
During the fight, I was like possibly because he was throwing some blows, but I didn't see too much like it's a not like even before the fight I was like we'll see.
Yeah.
But outside of boxing, we have some buzz going on in the NBA.
Mm-hmm.
The NBA's popping. I think season starts October 30th.
30th or
The
30th
first
or something like that.
day.
Yeah.
It's first day. Dame to the Bucks. Should we give them a ring right now?
Bro, I remember I was sitting in the car and I just was driving, felt a buzz on my lap, looked at it and said Damian Lillard traded to the Bucks.
You did hit me up, bro. You hit me up. You're like, Dame. I was like, what are you talking about? He was like, bro, Dame to the Bucks. I'm like, bro. I'm like, where? Send me the article.
Yeah,
He's like,
yeah.
nah, you're lying.
It's the craziest trade of the decade, easily.
Bro, but even like when Giannis was captain for the All-Star team, his first pick was Dame. Like they
Yeah.
talk about each other
Yeah.
like Dame was asked in an interview, who's one player who would help you win a chip? And he's like, Giannis.
Yep.
Like they bit like, bro, I think that's gonna be crazy.
They're
With Giannis
stacked.
inside and then Dame just hitting threes outside and just ridiculous.
Brother, they have a unstoppable offensive and defensive. They're going to be
Yeah.
unstoppable.
They didn't even give up Middleton.
Yeah, no, they didn't. No. Yeah, they have a great starting lineup right now.
It was a few team trade. We had DA go to the Blazers.
Mm-hmm.
Holiday ended up on the Celtics.
Yeah. That's a big trade too.
That's a big pick for them too.
For the East, it's literally the powerhouses are going to be the Sixers, Boston.
Sixers always weed their way out. I don't know.
Who's-
I don't believe in them, bro.
Who else?
I don't. Did you the performance they gave Game 7?
It was bad. It
that
was
was bad. They weed their way out every time, bro. They just lose.
So you're
I
playing
don't
the
think they
Heat
can
still?
get it done. Especially not now.
Yeah. You saying top 3 in the East is like the
I'm
Heat?
just gonna say top 2.
Okay, top 2 right now is just
Celtics and Bucks.
the obvious. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Celtics and Bucks.
All
Whatever.
right.
But honestly, we said that last year.
That is
No one
true.
said the Heat
And
were gonna win.
Milwaukee got swept. Didn't they get swept?
Yeah.
Yeah, they got swept first round.
Bro, like what?
Yeah. By Miami too. Yeah.
Like, come on, bro. What do you think about the Suns?
I like the Suns now. I think we won that whole trade. Like, yes, the Bucks got a good point guard. Like they have a good setup now, but I really think we have the low key one of the
You guys
best trades.
You guys definitely added some players in with that DA trade that can
Yeah.
fill around.
Mm-hmm.
But before y'all didn't really have players around. Y'all had stars, didn't have many players around, but y'all don't have an identity really. Like you have like 4 shooting guards, like bro, like there's no true point guard. But I don't know. The Suns just if they can figure it out, I just don't see them happening. I mean, obviously Brad Beal, like that's just crazy offense.
Yeah.
And, like the West is not really. Who are we thinking? Like, who do you think's coming out of the West besides the Suns? Who's possible?
Probably out of the West. I really do think it's the Suns. I think the Suns are
I
gonna.
think it's the Suns. Time.
Yeah.
It has to be, bro.
Has to be.
Like,
It's either the Suns or. Man, you never know. Like I've seen Luka being in the gym. Like he's hungry right now. Like I could see them Dallas going. I could see the Lakers do it.
Is Golden State is their dynasty over? Is it over?
Yeah, I think that they're like that old They're that old
CP
team
trade,
that
I don't get it. I really don't get it. They went and got CP like they could have went Witt for Brad Beal. Like they could have got another.
who would they have to give up though? Is the real question. They're not giving up just Jordan Poole for Bradley Beal. They're gonna have
Bradley
to,
Beal was going regardless.
but he's not gonna go. First of all, he's not gonna
Who did the
go.
Suns give up?
Well, we gave up.
Y'all didn't give up any star player.
Didn't we give up? Yeah, we didn't give up star player, but we gave up a lot of
Y'all gave up
picks.
A
Yeah,
lot of picks.
and then we gave up Shamit. Or no, not Shamit. It was a 3-way. Yeah, it was a 3-way. It was CP. CP went to
Yeah.
them, and then Jordan Poole went to the Wizards.
Old. Like I don't
Yeah.
get the Warriors, bro. I don't get what they just did there.
Yeah, I don't know.
But for them, honestly, finals prediction: Bucks, Suns. I'm gonna say it. Bucks, Suns.
Thank you.
I'm gonna
Bucks
say it.
and
I've
Suns.
been saying
Part 2.
the other year of not saying it, but
Part 2.
it has to be, bro. Like, come on. I'm tired of hating on them for real.
That would be a great series. That'd be a
That would
great
be
series.
crazy. But even like they're already posting about it, like Suns Bucks finals. So I mean,
Yeah.
it's predictable. But we'll see.
Yeah.
We've already said Suns gonna go do something.
I'm excited. This whole season, like I'm excited to see Victor like on the floor. Like I'm excited to see, these new people trades, the new trades, new teams. Like
Yeah,
the whole West is stacked. We know. Like it's just gonna be a good year.
Wemby has potential, bro. That's gonna be crazy.
Oh yeah, 100%.
The Spurs just don't have nothing around. Like
Once they get like a solid point guard, I feel like they'll be good.
they'll be solid.
Yeah.
Solid.
Like if Dame went there, it could have been like a Western Conference champion team.
Yeah.
Could have been.
The Thunder, my team, we're building. We're in the process.
That's another team, dude. Too. They
Chet,
could.
like
Yeah.
we're decent, bro.
Yeah.
Like, don't overlook us for sure.
Yeah. They could. You guys could come out being undercard. Like that's how San Antonio was, or not San Antonio, Sacramento was.
Yeah.
They were like kind of like, and then they started showing like they can hoop.
Zach's not bad either.
Yeah.
They're not bad.
So we'll see.
We'll see about the NBA.
Yeah.
Tune in.
You tune in.
October 30th.
Tune in.
We will be previewing these games in upcoming news.
Yeah.
But other than that, I want to get a little bit deeper into topics because I feel like last time we didn't dive in too deep. But I had you. We had each other get quotes, like 5 quotes that we resonate with or thought could help anybody in any situation or just to talk about, So I want you to give me your first quote. And these quotes can be anything. Like,
All right.
yeah.
All right. First quote. When I was looking at these quotes too, by the way, I put who they were like.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. All right. That makes sense. All right. So first
Some of mine I
quote,
don't really know, but
like the people.
yeah.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Okay. So first one. This was said by Benjamin Franklin.
Okay.
Okay. He said, "Well done is better than well said."
Well done is better than well said.
Now, what I took out of that is that it's better like doing something and doing it, like pretty much just like going out, doing it, knowing you did it a good job, knowing you did your part, knowing you succeeded, knowing you failed.
Mm-hmm.
Better than just saying you did something and saying that you failed or saying that you succeeded or saying that you did something that's not true. Like I feel like a lot of people in our world now they love to say things.
There's sayers and doers.
Yeah, they're sayers and doers, and people know who the doers are because you can see, like for example, right now we're doing this podcast. Late at night, we're both tired. We're actually doing it because we love it.
But I mean, don't get me wrong. In the past, I feel like with certain things, there's been talk, but I mean, that's another thing is just our podcast. Like I can just say like we've been slacking in the past or things haven't turned out, but I mean, I think it's the consistency and the persistency to keep going. I mean, doing something is one thing, but saying it is another. Like when you do something, your action, you let your actions speak instead of words. And I think actions are more powerful than words at the end of the day.
100%. It's a strong message, and it's crazy that Benjamin Franklin said that. That's why I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
Like he knew this
I
way
mean, he's
before.
doing though. You can
Yeah,
see
yeah,
it.
yeah,
Doing.
yeah. He's a
He's on that 100
Benji.
still,
Yeah,
baby.
he's a
Them
Benji.
Benjis. Better do something
Yeah.
for it.
All right.
Say what you doing.
What's yours? What's your first?
I'll
one?
go into my first one.
Okay.
With like our podcast, without commitment, you'll never start, but without consistency, you'll never finish.
That's crazy that's your first one. It's really similar to my first one.
That is.
That's the thing.
But yeah, exactly. Without consistency, I mean, you won't push past the first or second no, or even like failure. Like even in life, like failure. I think success is determined by how much you fail and you're willing to just persist and keep going. Like you're gonna fail, you're gonna go through. I think that's what builds who you are or where you end up being is just you being consistent in what you do. Like with goals and everything, you write down a goal or you want to say you want to do something. The only way to get there is to be persistent in achieving that goal. If you give up after the first no or first this, like you'll never get to where you want to go. You'll try a new thing that won't work out because you stop after the first no or the first thing that comes up, and you start to make excuses as to why it can't be done. But I mean, it's obviously been done before, and the number one thing is just being persistent.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to get something done, be persistent in failures, because
Persistent and consistent.
yeah, the failures is what gets you to that success ultimately.
100%. I like that one. Who was that by? Who said that?
Who said that? I'm gonna say I took the quote from Denzel Washington, but he wasn't the first one to say it.
Oh, okay. So he like
Denzel Washington was like where I got it from. Though.
okay. Dang, that's crazy. You know Denzel Washington, this is totally off topic, but you know Denzel Washington doesn't do sequels in movies. He's only done one sequel in a movie. That's Equalizer.
Equalizer. I
Yeah,
was gonna say like what?
Yeah.
Equalizer.
But I didn't know that. Like that just I saw that on my like Twitter feed. He's never done any other sequel movies besides Equalizer.
Dang, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
He's a top. He's one of the best actors in the world.
Oh yeah.
He's probably top 3.
Respectable.
Respectable. He might be. Look. Yeah.
Best?
He's top 3 for sure.
Yeah. There's a lot of good actors out there, but yeah I feel it.
Okay, go to your second quote.
Okay.
Move on.
All right. So second quote. This one, I'm gonna just read the quote and then say who it's by. So it says, "Empty your mind, be formless, shapeless like water. You put water into a cup, it becomes the cup. You put water into a bottle, it becomes the bottle. And you put it in a teapot, and it becomes a teapot. Water can flow, or it can crash. Be water, my friend."
Who's that by?
You know who that's by.
Bruce Lee.
Yeah, that's Bruce Lee, man.
Okay, I just wanted you to say it.
Bro, that quote, it's true, but it's so like I don't know how to explain it. Like so intricate that like you just know like Bruce Lee was on a whole different level when it came to like life.
Yeah.
Cuz that's crazy to think about that and relate it to life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like he really said that.
Break that down.
Okay. So it says empty your mind at first, right?
Yeah.
So obviously that means like just calm down, like
Yeah.
relax, look at you, like just be at a plateau with yourself. Be formless, shapeless like water. Water's no shape.
Just be free.
Yeah,
you know?
be free. Be what you want to be, which is why then it says put water into a cup, it becomes a cup. You put it in a bottle, it becomes a bottle, teapot, and so on.
Simple.
Whatever you put yourself in, you will become. That's insane.
Oh, that's kind of
That's insane.
That is crazy.
If you want to be
quotes
something,
can hit for sure.
yeah, that's insane. And that was like a long time ago. That was like in the 80s or 70s or something like that.
Oh, Bruce Lee is. I ain't gonna lie,
bro. Bruce Lee was a legend, bro. Like he, because on the last podcast we were talking about who would what we want to sit with.
Yeah,
he was like my second person who I would want to sit with.
Lee?
Yeah,
that would be crazy.
Yeah.
I do like that quote. Be free. Let your mind literally take all the like literally, if we didn't have social media and we just literally took our thoughts, we wouldn't have any outside noise like hindering us or make. I feel like social media is like a hindering. This is why I try and stay off social media, but
True.
it literally like it clouds your mind with like things that aren't even real. Like it's not even there. Like you start to think you need this or you need that or you need to be on this level, but it's really your journey. Like, and that's what social media does. You start looking at people's lives from pictures and
Mm-hmm.
like little snapshots of people's lives, but everyone goes through, and you don't really think of it like that. Like everyone's going through this or that. Like, and they don't show that side. Like
Yeah.
Instagram, it's not meant for you to show that side. Like people want to be seen as this or that, but in reality, I mean, life is life. Like that's the thing about life. It doesn't have like there's people who win and there's people who are in different parts of their journey, but everyone goes through stuff. Like
Yeah.
life is just life takes everyone on. Like it'll hit everyone at any point, any moment. I mean, everyone's been through something
Yeah.
that shapes them in certain ways. But yeah, I definitely like that quote.
I like that point you brought out about social media because that in this day and age, that is the number one like roadblock that people
Yeah.
have to, get through because they look at it like you said and they compare themselves and they're like,
Yeah, comparison will kill
yeah,
someone's self-esteem.
yeah. They look at someone else that they look up to and they're like, wow, I want my life to be like that, but I have to do this and this and that. And then they completely cut that stuff off when in matter of fact, that person that you're looking at
Right.
has done all that and more. And
like you look at something and you think you can say it's easy or it's he did it, and it really is. Like anyone, I feel like anyone can do anything if they really put their mind to it, but they don't see what went on in the background to get there. And then they got hit with something that happened. Why is this happen to me? Or no, like it happens to everyone.
Mhm.
So I mean, it's life, bro.
It's life, yeah.
I wanna
What's
I wanna
yours?
go to my quote
Yeah,
real
what's
quick.
yours? What's yours?
Okay. Don't overestimate every decision that you make, but don't underestimate the power that the decisions you make can have. Does that make sense?
Wait, hold on. Say it again.
Okay.
Say it again.
So look, don't overestimate every decision that you make. So if you overthink every decision you make and every decision is everything is a struggle and every decision you make can hold you back rather than just making the decision and going with it and just flowing that way rather than you overthinking the situation or the decision you make that can ultimately hold you back. So the quote is, don't overestimate every decision you make, but don't underestimate the power that your decisions can have. So each decision I make can every decision you've made in your life has only got you to the point where you're at right now. It's only got you this far.
I believe that.
It's only got you this far, every decision you make. So whether you go to college or you don't, or you go and take that opportunity in New York for a job opportunity that puts you in this position and you meet this person at this place, like every decision you make, it puts you in the position you are today. Like if we never went to the same high school, we wouldn't know each other. Like that's what I'm saying. Like the power of all these decisions we have are powerful, but overestimating the decisions that you make can lead to complacency and just being frozen in a spot like a deer in headlights because you don't want to make the wrong decision and you're just overthinking instead of letting your decisions flow and you just trusting your instinct and moving forward.
That's actually that's pretty good. That one's pretty good.
Yeah, I like that one. I really do.
Because that's true. Like, it's better to make a decision, whether it's right or wrong, than not make a decision at
Yeah.
all.
Exactly. It's tough, huh?
That is tough.
Some of these quotes be hitting, y'all.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. All right, you go ahead. Go ahead.
All right. Wait, who said that one?
I don't know. We're just gonna quote it by me.
Say Jalen Moreland.
Jalen Moreland. Honestly, I really thought of it myself, but I did get some kind of background on
Okay.
a few different things. But like the quote itself was like I kind of made up.
All right. So that's quoted. That's trademark.
Yeah,
Jalen Moreland. All right. All right. So this one. All right. So this one says, "That's crazy, bro. This is like literally the same thing, kind of."
All right.
All right. So it says, "You lose nothing when fighting for a cause." Muhammad Ali. You lose nothing when fighting for a cause.
Okay. Elaborate on that.
Okay. So imagine I put this in his context because I know where he's coming from, but like, okay, so for example, for him,
Mhm.
obviously he was a great fighter, best of the best, but then got tormented by people because he had said hate remarks about the Vietnam
You
War.
said you lose nothing by fighting for a cause.
You lose nothing
Okay.
when fighting for a cause.
Okay.
So pretty much what it's saying is that whenever you believe in something hardcore, like down to your bottom of your heart, you believe in something and you keep fighting for it and you keep going. Doesn't matter if it's a wrong decision, doesn't matter if people look at you different, doesn't matter if someone that you love doesn't love you anymore because you are fighting for a cause that you believe in.
Right.
You lose nothing because you believe in that cause. Doesn't matter what anybody else thinks.
Right.
Whatever you think and you believe, as long as it's right and you believe it's 100% right and you keep fighting for that cause, you're not losing anything. Everything, all that smoke behind you that people are trying to bring you down, tell you no, like that's not right, whatever it is, it don't matter.
To really go deep, I'm not gonna lie. To really go deep, like you really like once you die, like no one's really gonna remember you. Like no one's gonna care.
Oh my God.
No one's gonna care. I'm saying, look, no one's gonna care. Really, like Muhammad Ali, like he left his mark on this earth, but no one really talks about him no more. Like these are people that are big. Like once you leave this earth, you're really not talked about. So whatever it is that you can do in your life to really leave a mark is absolutely whatever cause it is, whatever you really believe in is just you can't argue that. Like you can't argue somebody's cause on what they believe because it's their belief. There was a quote by Roddy Ricch who was like, I don't know if this was exactly his quote, but he basically said like the world is yours because you can only see the world from your perspective. Like
It's true.
you only have your thoughts and
Yeah.
the only thing you can think is your thoughts, like
That's
your
true.
own thoughts. Like so what I think about you is only
What you think about.
what I'm thinking about.
I don't believe, I may or may not believe what you think.
You
But
may or may
same
not,
thing,
but it's
yeah.
your thoughts.
Yeah.
The way you see something is only from your perspective. Like you can't see it from anyone else's perspective. Now you can understand it, but you don't really have their perspective because something that they went through in life might be different from how you see it. You know?
Yeah. I kind of don't agree with that because what if you have an open mind? Like you're like, oh, I'm
Okay.
open to other people's
You can be open. You can really be open to it, but you won't understand it to the full extent. I feel like that someone else might see it. You know, like
So-
you can have like I'm saying, you can understand. You can have an open mind on perspectives and different opinions, but you won't. Everything that you see or believe will not align with anyone else. You can
Oh,
only think
yeah.
from your position.
yeah.
You know,
Yeah. Like exactly to the T. Like
yeah.
you won't believe, you might agree, but you might not believe in what this
Yeah,
other
like-
person's thinking.
You might think the Suns are gonna make the finals, and I might think the Suns are gonna make the finals, but I have different
Yeah. I feel what you're
different thoughts and different beliefs than what you probably think.
saying. Yeah.
You know, it's not all gonna line up.
Yeah. It's funny how basketball made me like understand that. Like you just brought up that example and now I'm like, whoa.
Sports in general is really like a life teacher. Like if growing up, like if you play sports, like sports can teach you a lot about life, like persistency, working hard,
Discipline.
discipline. Like sports is probably one of the greatest teachers growing up.
Yeah. My kids
Like
are getting
teach you to
sport.
work. encourage you to work towards something, be competitive. Like, bro, sports is great. I'm not gonna lie.
I love sports.
Sports is awesome. But let's go on to my.
Yeah, let's go.
What is it? My third quote.
Yes. Yeah.
There is no right time to start. The right time to start will be now.
Very true. That's with everything.
Yeah, I'm gonna elaborate a little bit. You know,
Yeah.
it's kind of self. You can kind of comprehend what it's saying, but from my perspective, I think there's never gonna be a right time to do something. There's always gonna be this happening or this happening. If you start now, like when's the best time to plant a tree? Like now or 20 years ago? I mean now.
Yeah.
So starting now, don't say, "Hey, I'm going to go do this over the weekend and then I'm going to come back next week." And then next week something else happens. Oh, now is not the right time. Like for our podcast, for example, like there was things we had to get out of the way in order to come back better. So I agree with that sense, but starting now and setting everything aside, I feel like we could be a lot farther than where we are now. So I think starting now is just the best way to do things instead of putting things off, you know?
100%. I believe it. That is a really good quote. Doing something right now.
Now.
Don't wait.
Don't wait.
Do it now.
Do it now.
Because most people are afraid to do stuff because they're afraid of like failing.
Yeah.
Right? It's like,
Exactly.
bro, like failure is gonna help you. Like more than anything, failure is gonna help you with everything.
But procrastination is like the number one way to fail, is just putting things off over and over and over again. And everyone in their life, you know, they say they want to do something and then they put it off and off and off and it just never happens. It's like looking at it from like, I don't want to be 60 still saying I'm going to start a podcast, you know?
Yeah.
Like now would be the time when you were first doing it, you know?
Yeah.
When you said you were going to do it, did you start and fail? And maybe it didn't work out, but you started and you realized from that point that it wasn't for you or it wasn't meant for you, or are you saying, oh, what if from now on, what if I did this, or, you know, like time will only tell. And if you start now, it's the best opportunity. It's never going to be the perfect time.
It's very true.
So,
all right.
Start now, fellas.
All right.
Whatever you want to do, start now.
Trademarked by JALEN Moreland.
Well, not quoted by me, but start now, you know. Do what you have to do.
All right, bro. So this next one, number 4. This one I thought was interesting, but you're probably going to laugh.
Okay.
Just Keep Swimming by Dory. Finding Nemo.
Honestly, that hits.
Bro,
what?
There's so much I want to talk about this quote.
Bro, what?
Because here's the reason why.
Wait, which one was this? Was this just first Finding Nemo?
Yeah. It's the first one. I think she said it throughout all the ones.
Like when they were lost?
Yeah.
So just like keep swimming?
Yeah. Bro.
A lot of like little like kid movies when we saw growing up had a lot of quotes that like hit.
We'd never even seen them. It's just like we just like were watching it, but we never really understood it until we got older.
Exactly.
That's insane. Just keep swimming. That's the simplest line ever. And everybody knows what that line is, but do they really know what that's about? Like that's teaching kids at a young age what that means, and they're gonna remember that the rest of their life, and they're gonna be like, you know, I remember when I was a kid and I used to say that all the time, just to my mom. Like I'd be like, like I remember one time, I swear to God, this is true. One time, like something was going on, like we were having an issue with something in the family, like something little, and like I was like maybe like 10 years old, and I would say that, like I would just be like, it would be me and my sister, and we just sing that, just keep swimming, just keep. But like I never really understand what that meant, but I was saying it. Yeah. In the context what it was supposed to be said.
Yeah.
But that's insane to think about how starting that young, where kids are watching that movie, they're being shown to a title like that.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of that's in movies. I mean, movies is one of the greatest like teachers. We were just talking about it. Like visually, you can see things, and like there's quotes in there that resonate with people, and like Disney, like for example, like Snow White can be your favorite movie, and like you can learn a lot from these movies, which is crazy. But just keep swimming, just keep going. Like
Exactly.
don't stop.
Exactly.
Like
It's
there's no
exactly.
finish line. There's no finish line in life. Like you only progress and you just keep going. Like whatever it is, you keep pushing. You're gonna get through it. Like what you said you weren't gonna get through a month ago, where you're at now, you've been through, and you're just gonna keep going. Like every time that I've told myself, like you just think like back to the decisions thing. You think like, oh, this is the end, or this is a huge decision, like, or oh, this is I can't get over this. You've gotten over everything that you said you weren't gonna do in your life. You've made it through that.
Yeah.
Like literally, keep going is the number one thing. Like that's the simplest quote, but yet like it's the only thing you can do is keep going.
You know what's also crazy? That I just thought about this right now.
What?
So you know how like Dory had like short-term memory loss?
Yes, bro. Bro, there's some conspiracy theories about this, but go ahead.
Oh, there is? Okay, well I want to hear that. Hold on, I want to hear that. But this is what I was gonna say is that because so she's the one that said just keep swimming.
Mhm.
She like was perceived to like have like a disability, like in the children world. So like even people with disabilities or people who are, you know, it's pretty much like showcasing that even if you're behind people, if you're not on the same level as some people, that mindset should be in your head constantly.
I mean, yeah, you're gonna eventually catch up or surpass.
Yeah, exactly.
Like Kobe, bro. Like, just keep working. You put in that work. The more work you put in, the more you're separating yourself or yet catching up to someone further than you.
Yeah. What's the conspiracy theory about?
Bro, I
about
want to
Dory?
look it up, bro. Like, I don't know exactly off the top of my head, but it was something about
The short-term memory loss?
yes.
I've never heard of it. Is it gonna like ruin my perspective on that movie? I want to
No,
hear it though.
bro.
I want to hear it though. So if you can find it, like let me know.
Okay, we'll come back to it.
Okay. Okay.
But, bro, there's literally. I'm gonna go on to this quote.
Okay. All right. Because that's probably
Okay,
crazy.
okay.
I've already known that's crazy.
This one says Nemo does not actually exist.
Oh yes, I've
Marlin is
heard.
just in the denial stage of grief, where his entire family has just been brutally slaughtered.
Yeah. And that Dory's like a figment of his imagination.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's sad. That's actually really sad.
And he's like actually, I think he's just actually like not. Yeah, like he thinks that he's gonna find someone that that's not even looking for him or something.
That's like not even there.
Yeah, like
She's already dead.
I want to go deeper into that on another later date.
Okay.
There's more to it. Like
Really?
yeah, there's more to it.
Okay.
But we'll talk about that later.
Okay.
Um,
What's your quote?
the 5 most people you hang around is gonna determine where you'll be in life.
Oh yeah, 100%. 100%.
That quote, I mean, I think most people would agree.
Mm-hmm.
Putting yourself in whatever situation you want to be around is ultimately like the quickest way to get there. I feel like if you want to be in the NBA, if you were around NBA players every single day, seeing how they practice, seeing how they play, learning from them, you know, like helping each other grow, like us, like 5 friends, like our friend group, like us being successful is only leeching on each other. Like when you see success, I get success, or I see value in you growing, and that only can bring me up. Like you learn something, you learn a skill, you teach me, we can both, like that's how friendship works.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's true.
you being around, bro, if you hung around Elon Musk every day, are you telling me you're not going to be successful?
Yeah.
Like, come on. Like the 5 most people you hang around will tell a lot about you. So if you hanging around people that you don't see yourself trying to be, just kick them to the curb, man. Or find you some friends that you can get with and hang with them on a different later date, you know? or whenever it's
Get him out of here.
get them out,
Get him out of
get
here.
'em out. If they ain't trying to help you grow or get to where you trying to get, just you gotta cut it, man.
Cut it.
You
Cut
gotta
it.
cut it.
Oh.
Or I mean, it could be it could be friends, family,
Family. Yeah.
family. It could even be family.
Yeah. 100%.
I wouldn't like. I would say when it comes to family, I would say like just limit your interactions with people who are negative or aren't going to the same place that you want to be. And it could be totally two different paths, but as long as y'all are both going like up or whatever direction y'all are trying to be in, like you could be trying to do you could be trying to build a rocket and I could be trying to play basketball. As long as we're both going up,
Yeah, I
like,
feel it. Yeah.
it doesn't have to be the same thing,
Do you feel
But
like people gravitate towards people with the same goals? Like just like naturally? They just
I think people gravitate towards people and who are who kind of bro, because it's weird because people can think completely different
Mhm.
but gravitate towards each other that way. Like you have a complete opposite. You know how like relationships, like the girl and the guy can be completely opposite, and that's what makes them kind of compatible.
Mhm.
I think that definitely exists, but what really, I think what really gravitates people together is just having similarities. Like having similarities, like me and you, we both play basketball, so we have a similar. We can connect in some sort of way,
Yeah.
Like if me and you like have nothing in common, I don't think that we would really be friends.
Yeah.
Like, cause I would have nothing to really talk to you
Yeah.
about, or like we wouldn't really come in contact with each other on it.
Yeah.
But I think similarities,
Is what
I
brings
think,
people together.
yeah. So I think that's what gravitational pull, pulling people. The more I go after, the more I want something, the more they're gonna gravitate towards me. Whatever it is that I want, it's like the power of manifestation. Like
Yeah.
whatever you put your mind to is gonna ultimately come to you. I think.
Yeah.
I really believe in like the power of manifestation.
Mhm.
That's whatever I put my mind to, I can visually see, and with a vision, I can then act upon that vision, and then towards that vision, my actions are gonna respond as to how I'm thinking, and how I feel is ultimately gonna determine what I do.
Yeah.
So like emotions and thoughts are different, but they connect.
Mhm.
Like how you feel and how you think determines where you're gonna go and how you're gonna do certain things.
Yeah. Very true.
So
Very true. Man. All right. So I do have one more. I do have one more quote. I'm looking at it now, but I really didn't put who it was by, but I remember who's it. I think I can remember. Hold on. I think it was Barack Obama. I think Barack Obama said this. All right. It says change will not come if we wait for some other person or some other time. We are the ones we've been waiting for. We are the change that we seek. Yeah, that was Barack Obama. That was Barack Obama.
we are the change we see. It's kind of like the quote, like, "Be the change you want to see in the world."
Yep.
That's kind of how I took it.
Yep. That's how I took it too. That it was like it's like I was thinking of it more so like, for example, like when it comes down to leaders of the world, like when those guys die off, like we're the next up.
Yeah.
And I feel like our generation, and this has been talked about, like our generation is definitely more accepting.
Mhm.
So like there's gonna be just that alone is gonna be it's gonna change a lot.
Yeah. Generations definitely change. Like if you think about generations back then, like we're constantly changing and evolving. And we don't really see it because we're going through it, but like generations change.
Yeah.
Like big time. Like
Back
what our
then they used
parents,
to
like our parents, like, and this is the same thing. Like our parents, like college was the only way that they really seen opportunity. Like now, like Elon Musk and like certain people are like, look, like you don't even need a college degree, or I mean, obviously, if you're going to school for something, then
yeah.
that makes sense. But like the way they view life, like parents back then were having kids at like 16, 17.
Yeah.
Like now that's
Getting
not
married.
yeah. I mean,
Like at
I'm not gonna
16.
say that's not normal, but that's not, like I feel like people are it's getting pushed further and further back. Like it was
Getting
normal really for like 2 generations ago for them to have kids at like 17. Like they were getting married at
Oh
18.
yeah. That was
Back in the 20s, they were married at like 20. So like
they
back
did
in the
not
20s, they were
care.
like, yeah, we're married at 18 and we got 3 kids already. I'm like, bro,
Now it's like a whorehouse
yeah.
and everybody, all these girls out here. Some girls.
But the younger they are, the more they can see like the more generations. So I feel like but with medicine and time, I think medicine's gonna allow us to live longer.
Yeah.
So we'll be able to see. I feel like back then, like 50, 60 was like life's cut. Like 50, 60 was the average death age. I feel like now it's becoming like 70, 80. But so you don't become confident by shouting affirmations in the mirror, but having a stack of undeniable proof that you are who you say you are. So this goes back
Yeah.
to saying and not doing.
Yeah.
Um,
Having that credential.
yeah, I mean, having a stack of undeniable proof. So proving to yourself more so over and over and over that you can do something is the ultimate confidence. You say you're going to wake up at 7. Do you actually wake up at 7 or do you wake up at 7:40 and stay on your phone for 15 more minutes and then get out of bed at 8?
Yeah.
Do you actually commit to the things that you say you're going to commit to, or are you just telling yourself things? When you don't believe in yourself, that's the ultimate like deer in headlights. You just don't know what to do or where to go. Like once you start having that confidence and belief in yourself, you think you can go here and here and here, and you start to vision going up. Like you can see yourself there. Like if you don't have that proof of confidence and undeniable proof, you can't see that vision because you don't really believe in yourself. Like that belief system. Like if I got up every day and did what I was supposed to do every single day, I would think that I could rule the world. Just off my thought alone of I can do this because I've done this, this, and this, and this to prove that I can do what I want to do. And yeah, I think that's one of the biggest quotes for me as far as just really believing in yourself, but having that proof to yourself to build that confidence. It's the number one thing for me, at least in my life right now, is being confident in yourself by proving to yourself that you're capable and worthy of doing whatever it is you really say you want to do.
Very true. How many, which one out of all those, which one's your favorite? That one?
That one probably resonates with me the most, but I would say my favorite is the don't overestimate every decision, but don't underestimate the power that the decisions have. That's probably one of my favorite.
I like that one too.
Yeah, that one's good too. They have to feel some sort of fulfillment in them because there's people that are insecure and they'll literally just talk to you just because they feel a type of way about themselves,
Mm-hmm.
or like they don't feel secure with themselves, and so they're trying to get that from somebody else, and they think other people are going to give that to them. In reality, they're not.
Yeah.
But yeah, that goes back to the spotlight effect, where it's just like,
is that like FOMO? You ever heard of FOMO?
No,
the fear of missing out.
Fear of missing out.
Is that the same thing as spotlight effect, or no?
I don't know.
That's something totally different.
It's different, but they probably correlate for sure. They definitely correlate.
I definitely had that for a little bit. I'm gonna be honest. I had like that fear of missing out, like probably when I was like 19.
A lot of people do.
Yeah.
A lot of people do.
But then you just realize you're like, oh, you're gonna be cool. That's why I like our friend group, is because like, bro, one of our friends can be like, we hadn't talked to him for like 5 years, and like you see him, you're like, it's normal.
It's normal.
It's normal. Like it's cool.
The connection is still there.
Yeah.
Which is cool.
That's wild. Like I think our friend group is one of the strongest friend groups.
Yeah.
Ever.
And say there's 5 of us, 3 of us can hang out. The other 2 aren't gonna feel some type of way
Yeah.
if they're not able to be there.
Yeah.
You know, it's like as soon as we all see each other, we link up. Like
Yeah.
we're
It's
still,
lit. Yeah.
like, whoever's here is here, and
Yeah.
that's how we rock.
Yeah.
So, which is really cool. I mean, that's why our friend group's probably gonna stay around forever.
Oh yeah. 100%.
I'll be at your funeral.
Who's gonna die first?
Chill. Chill. It's gonna get married first.
You are.
All right, chill.
You're gonna get married first.
It's all good. We'll see. Only time will tell. It's another quote. Only time will tell. The biggest.
Oh. Wait, hold on. Continue. Sorry.
Go ahead.
I was gonna tell you because on the last podcast we were talking about time travel
Mhm.
and like how it works, and there's actual scientific proof on how time travel works because you said time will tell.
Okay, but we've never done. We've never time traveled.
It's a-
or so we think.
It's a hypothesis. It's like some like because people think like we said before, the movies how they predict it.
Mhm.
So with time travel, you will never be able to go to the past. The theory is that with time travel, it's literally only to the future. And you kind of touched base on this a little bit when we were talking about it. But it says that you cannot pretty much it's you can't walk on a road that hasn't been created.
Mm-hmm.
So what it's saying is that pretty much is like you with time travel, you can't go back. You
Yeah.
can't walk backwards from a road that's already created.
Yeah.
You can only go forwards. Which then he said something along the lines of if you time travel forwards, that's your new present.
Yeah.
And
You
you
can't
have
go
now
back.
created a whole nother road.
Okay, but how do we? The past has already happened, so I feel like it's more so going back to something that, like, look, think about it. The past has already happened. 1950, everything that happened is still like we can go
Yeah.
back, but that already happened. How do you go forward if present time is there's nothing past present? How is there a forward button?
Oh, because they were saying that
How
pretty
do we
much
know what's ahead of us if we've never been there? How do you go to the future?
I may have
10 seconds ago was the past.
yeah.
Now is present. Like,
But I think I have to look it up. I'm gonna look it up and I'll bring it up
Yeah.
like little. But I may have that backwards. I may have where
Yeah.
you can time travel to the past, but you can't go to the future. But I don't
I
know.
feel like I've seen something that said something
You know-
about what you were talking about.
Yeah.
I do think we'll figure that out.
Okay.
But I definitely want to know a little bit more about that.
Yeah.
I know y'all do too.
yeah, the time
travel. yeah,
travel.
time is like time's crazy.
Yeah, bro.
It's only our third one, but I appreciate you.
Yeah, bro. We gonna
having these talks.
it's gonna be cool.
I hope other people can relate too and can really get something out of it because that's mainly why we're doing it because we want other people to get something out of it. I always looked at other like podcasts and stuff and like wanted to get something out of a podcast, so I definitely want other people to relate and someone that these people know, like they can like I may not talk with some of my friends or anything, but like me sitting down and us talking people can really relate or like have a good time or they've looked at conspiracy theories and I wonder what other people think about this or something, you know?
Yep.
So like I want to like really like connect with some of the people watching. So if you've made it this far, you're a real one.
Yep.
You're a real one.
You 3 episodes in.
Yeah.
You're
Just really comment down below and like give some ideas. I mean, some topics that y'all would like us to talk about. But yeah, I mean, I appreciate you, my friend.
Yeah, bro.
Hosting,
We're here.
I'm JALEN.
Micah,
Boy,
man.
Micah.
Thank you all for tuning back into mainstream.
Yep.
You know what it is.
Wrap up episode 3 on to episode 4 next. So we out.
Let's get it.
Sir.